Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Care Rakam CBSE School Mudur online classes. In previous class, we discussed properties of whole numbers, that is closure property we discussed, where addition whole numbers are closed under addition and multiplication, because when you add or multiply two whole numbers, you will get whole number as the answer. Therefore, whole numbers are closed under addition and multiplication. So today we will see division by 0. Division by 0. So they have given that division by a number means subtracting that number repeatedly. So division by a number means subtracting that number, particular number repeatedly. Okay, first we will see one example for that. Division by a number means subtracting that number repeatedly. So division by a number means subtracting that number repeatedly. So they have given an example here, that is 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 means we will subtract this 2 repeatedly from this 8. Okay. So here 8 minus, I will subtract this 2 repeatedly from 8. So 8 minus 2 means 6. This is the first time I subtracted and I will consider this as 1. So now again I will subtract here this value, remaining value from 2, because repeated subtraction. First time I subtracted, again we consider. Okay. So 6 minus 2 means what we got? 4. I will consider this as 2 because second time we subtracted 2 here. Now I will consider this remaining value, that is 4. So 4 I will write it here. Now again I will subtract it from 2, and we subtracted this 2 third time. So 4 minus 2 means what we get? 2. Now again I will subtract this remaining value 2 from 2 only. So this is fourth time we are subtracting. So 2 minus 2 means 0. Now answer, remainder value we got it as 0. Totally how many times repeatedly we subtracted 2 here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. Therefore they have given that. Therefore we write 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. Therefore we can write 8 divided by 2. How many times we divided by, we repeatedly subtracted 8? 4 times. So 8 divided by 2 means we will get 4 as the answer. So using this, try to find out 24 divided by 8, 24 divided by 8 and 16 divided by 4. They are given these two questions, you have to solve this. Okay, here we divided 8 by 2 means division means what is that? Subtracting that number repeatedly. We are subtracting this 2 repeatedly from this 8. So first time we subtracted, we got 6. Then again we subtracted from 2 only, we got 4. Again we subtracted from 2, we got 2. And again we subtracted, we got 0 here. So totally 4 times we subtracted here from 2. So 8 divided by 2 means 4 we will get. Okay. like this only try to solve 24 divided by 8. 24 divided by 8 means what you have to do here? You have to subtract 8 from this 24. If you subtract this first time, what you will get? 24 minus 8 means here it is not possible to subtract 8 from this 4. So 14 minus 8 means 6 and 2 minus 1 means 1. So I will get 16 here in first step. Again you have to consider this 16 and you have to subtract it from 8. So what you will get? 16 minus 8 means 8. This is second time you subtracted. And what is remaining here? 8 is remaining. So 8 minus 8. Again we will subtract it from third time. So 8 minus 8 means 0. So totally how many times we subtracted here? 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Because 24 minus 8 means 16. 16 we considered here. 16 minus 8 means 8. Next we subtract this 8 from again 8 only. Totally 3 times we subtracted and we got here 0. So we subtracted 3 times means here 24 divided by 8 means what we will get answer? That is 3. Like this only try to solve another remaining problem, that is 16 divided by 4. There what you have to do? Just subtract 4 repeatedly from this 16. Okay? Just pause this video and write the answer. Now I will continue with next example. So now, what is the heading? We have written division by 0. So now I will consider division by 0. 2 divided by 0. 2 divided by 0. So now I have to divide this 2 from 0. Means division means what is that? Subtracting repeatedly by that number. So I will subtract this 2 from 0 repeatedly. So this is first time I am subtracting here. So 2 minus 0 means what we will get? 2. Next, repeated subtraction. Again I have to consider 0. 2 minus 0. This is second time I am subtracting. 2 minus 0 means 2 only. Again I will write this remaining 2 here and I have to subtract this 2 from I have to subtract 0 from this 2. So 2 minus 0 means 2 only, and this is third time I am subtracting this 0 from 2. Now again I will consider 0 because again I have to subtract it from 2. Repeated subtraction of 0. So 2 minus 0 means 2 only. This is fourth time I subtracted. You can see here totally 4 times I subtracted, and you can see here we got 2, and in second step also we got 2, third step, fourth step, totally we got 2 only. We are not getting any other answers. Like this only, if you continue, if you repeatedly subtract this 0 from 2, again and again you will get 2 only. We will not get any final answer. Therefore, this is called as not defined. Like this only it continues. This is called as not defined. We will not get any particular answer here. So here I will write 2 divided by 0. Therefore, 2 divided by 0 is not defined. 2 divided by 0 is not defined. If you divide any of the value by 0, always you will get answer as not defined, because we will not get any particular answer here. Let us see one more example now. 7 divided by 0. Just I will change this number. In place of 2, they have given 7. So 7 divided by 0 means you have to subtract 0 from this 7 repeatedly. So 7 minus 0 means what you get? 7. So this is the first time we subtracted, and here second time I am subtracting 7 minus 0. What you get? 7, and I will consider here 7 only. So 7 minus 0 means 7 again. Again I will subtract 7 minus 0 means 7. Like this only it continues. So here also, therefore 7 divided by 0 is not defined. You can consider any other values here. If you divide it by 0, means you have to subtract repeatedly from 0 only. You will not get any particular answer here. Therefore it is called as here in this example you can see 7 divided by 0 is not defined. Always the answer is not defined when you are dividing any number with 0. Okay, remember this property. Now I will discuss next concept. Pause the video and write this example also. Commutative of addition and multiplication. Commutativity of addition and multiplication. So now we have given number line of whole numbers. Whole number starts from 0. Already you know this. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this only. We have considered another number line here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we will consider 3 plus 2 here, and here 2 plus 3. Here we are adding 3 plus 2, and here we will add 2 plus 3 with the help of these number lines. Okay. So now 3 plus 2 means in this number line first we will represent 3 here. So where we have 3, this is 3, and we are adding 2 here means we have to move 2 steps towards right side. So this is 1 unit and second unit. So I will move 2 units towards right side. So what is the answer I got here? That is 5. Now again, here we have 2 plus 3. So where we have 2 here, this is 2. First we have to represent 2. So now we have to add 3 to this 2. So how many steps I have to move towards right side? We are adding means we have to move in right direction. We have to move 3 steps. So 1, or you can consider it as 3 units. So here it is 1, 2, 3. So we will get 5 here. So 2 plus 3 means 5 we got. Okay. So now in both the cases we are getting same answer. Means we can write it as 3 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 3. If you change these order of values, you will get same answer, that is 5 only. What is the answer we got here? 5 equals to 5. But this only one more example they have given using number line. Write that example too in page number 34 of your textbook they have given, in page number 34. Okay, so there they have given 4 plus 6 and 6 plus 4. So if you add these numbers also, 4 plus 6 means 10 and here 6 plus 4 means 10. So if you interchange these values, you will get same answer like this only. Therefore what they have given here, you can add two whole numbers in any order. You can add two whole numbers in any order. First here we have written 3 plus 2, here we have written 2 plus 3. Then also we are getting same answer. Therefore they have given that you can add two whole numbers in any order. Okay. Now next one, this is related to addition. Okay, write this example and this sentence also. Now I will discuss about multiplication, commutativity of multiplication. Pause the video and write this example. Now they have given theoretical part here, but by considering simple examples also you can understand this commutativity of multiplication. For example, I will consider two whole numbers, that is 4 into 5. 4 into 5. So 4 into 5 means what you will get? 20. Now I will interchange these values. I will change the order of the values. So first I will write 5, next I will write 4. So 5 into 4 means what you will get? 20. 4 5s are 20, 5 4s are 20 only. If you interchange these whole numbers orders, you will get same value. So that what you can write, therefore 4 into 5 equals to 5 into 4. In both cases we are getting answer as 20. Or you can consider any other example like this only. One more example I will give for commutativity of multiplication. Okay. So now I will write 3 into 4 is equal to 3 into 4 means what we will get? 12. Now I will interchange these values. 4 into 3. So 4 into 3 means what we will get? 12. Means these two are equals to 12 only. Means we can write here this 3 into 4 equals to 4 into 3. These two are equal. Therefore 12 is equal to 12. Because we got in both cases we got same answer only. Therefore you can write, you can multiply two whole numbers in any order. Because if you change these orders, we are getting same answer here. Therefore you can multiply two whole numbers. You can multiply two whole numbers in any order. Okay, they have given here, we say multiplication is commutative for whole numbers, thus addition and multiplication are commutative for whole numbers. Just now before this we have seen an example where for addition also when you interchange these values we are getting same answer. Means here addition and multiplication are commutative for whole numbers. Here we considered whole numbers only. Okay. and they have given associativity of addition and multiplication now. And write this, just pause this video and write some more examples for commutativity of addition and multiplication. Now I will discuss associativity for addition and multiplication. Remember this, commutativity means when you interchange values, you will get same answer for addition and multiplication. Associativity. So for this associativity, what they did here, they are given values, that is 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to, and here 2 they have written outside the bracket, then 3 plus 4 we will add it inside the bracket. So let us see what we will get. 2 plus 3 means what we will get? 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4. So 5 plus 4 means what we will get? 9. And here 2 they are written outside the bracket. First I will write it as it is, plus. Now we will add values inside the bracket. So 3 plus 4 means what we will get? 7. So 2 plus 7, 9. Means in both cases we are getting same answer, that is 9. Therefore you can write as 2 plus 3 plus 4. And here 2 we have written outside the bracket, plus 3 plus 4. So if you add these whole numbers in any order, you will get same answer. This is about whole number. So in first method we considered first two values inside the bracket and third value outside the bracket, and here we have written first value outside the bracket and next two values inside the bracket. In both cases we are getting same answer, therefore these two are equal to each other. This is associativity of addition, and now we will see associativity of multiplication. So here they are not given direct value. I will consider same example for multiplication. Just in place of plus, I will consider multiplication. They are given addition here. Now I will consider multiplication. So 2 into 3. This is for multiplication. 2 into 3, and outside the bracket what you have? 4. So into 4 equals to, and here 2 we will write outside the bracket, and into inside the bracket we will write 3 into 4. Same values we have written. So 2 into 3 means what we will get? 6 into what is remaining outside the bracket? 4. So 6 into 4 means what we will get? 24. And here 2 we have outside the bracket, so I have written outside the bracket only. Next 3 into 4 means what we will get? 12. So 2 into 12 means 24. So this is applicable, means associativity for multiplication. It is applicable for whole numbers also. Therefore I will write here is 2 into 3 into 4 equals to 2 into 3 into 4. Just what we did here, in first case we considered bracket for first two values and we have written outside bracket one value, and first we will multiply first two values, 2 into 3 6 into 4, and next we will multiply these two values, we will get 24. Like that only here we consider 2, this is separately, then we have written 3 into 4 inside the bracket, so that we got same answer. Therefore this associativity of multiplication is applicable for whole numbers and here for addition also. So this is about properties. Which are the properties you learnt now? In previous class we learnt about closure property, that is applicable for addition and multiplication, and today you learnt commutativity, means if you interchange values 7 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 7, you can consider any other values, you will get same answer. 7 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 7. If you interchange these values, you will get same answer. Therefore this is commutativity property and this is associative property. In first case we will consider bracket for first two values and next value we will consider it separately, and here in second case we will consider first value separately and next two values inside the bracket. In both cases we will get same answer. Therefore this is associativity of addition and multiplication. Okay, remember these properties and write some of the examples for on your own. Write some of the examples for addition and multiplication commutative property and addition multiplication associative property. Write one example, and tomorrow I will discuss examples related to your next exercise, that is 2.2. Okay, thank you all.